Be a good opportunity to be on the golf course today if you could tolerate the smoke.
Yeah, and anyone with underlying health issues, not today. Definitely
Right.
not today. It's just really not great to be breathing that in for a long period of time at all, or especially exercising in it and exerting yourself. Not a good idea. If you like the clearer weather and the fresher air, it's to come pretty soon here. It's starting to move its way out, this smoke. 15 degrees, yes, we talked about today being on the cool side, and it absolutely is. A little gusty, but those gusts are starting to be out of the right direction to be pushing out the smoke. So we talked about it being a lot of smoke in place, so it's going to take some time for it to make its way out. It will still be at that high level. We're at that high level right now between an 7 and an 8 for the evening hours, with the risk of a thunderstorm. Then probably between a 7 and an 8 even overnight tonight. But tomorrow we'll make our way to moderate. The sun will shine. We'll actually see some more of that sun. Chance of a late day thunderstorm and a little warmer tomorrow as well. Your 24-hour forecast is brought to you by 5th Avenue Volkswagen. Find more than what you're expecting at 5th Avenue Volkswagen. Ian?
And Danielle, I guess really what we're hoping for is a wind coming from the right direction to blow the smoke out of here.
Yeah, so right now mainly out of the southwest. We'll start to shift and come out of the south. Either of those situations, that helps us.
Good.
I think the key thing here, well, you can see it's still not great, but it's improving. We were at a 10+ in Calgary yesterday, for much of yesterday, and now we've been ranging between a 7 and an 8 in Calgary, so it's still high, but it's not very high, and so the cleanup has started. And of course, important to note, we're not getting rid of the smoke, we're just pushing it back up to the north. So as long as these wildfires are in place, smoke is going to be an issue at times, and we're all dependent on the wind direction. Okay, 18 degrees is the current temperature in Lethbridge, 15 in Calgary. Yeah, it's a cooler day out there. We have the system that's starting to roll in, but that system also brought the rain, which is starting to clean the skies out a little bit. And the wind's starting to come in from the right direction as well. It's 18 right now in Banff. Looking closer, downtown, 15 degrees, as well as 15 in Bragg Creek and Irricana and Strathmore. Get your daily dose of greens at Serenity Golf Club, just 20 minutes east of Calgary. Okay, here are the, well, this is the statement in place. So we've been downgraded from a warning yesterday in all of southern Alberta to now the air quality statement. Basically, the thing you got to take out of this is that we're slowly improving. So we're not at a 10+ anymore, we're at a 7. And then tomorrow we'll be at moderate. And I'll show you that in just a second on the air quality forecast. And on the BC side, we have severe thunderstorm watches and warnings because more active weather, and those pockets could actually reach more severe criteria with that larger size hail. Okay, so here's where we're at. Calgary's at a 7. Lethbridge is actually down to a 5 right now. This says 7, but we're at a 5. And Medicine Hat has been ranging between a 6 and a 7 over this last little bit. When I advance this and you push, you can see that wind is going to push that way up. It may take a little more time to clear out of areas off to the east, but basically if you check out the scale, we've gone from very high to down to a 7. So 7 is still high risk on the scale, but we're going to bump down to moderate for tomorrow. Maybe even late tonight, we'll be back down to moderate. So it's improving, but there's so much smoke to move out. It's taken some time to improve here. Oh, look at all that active weather on the BC side. For us, on the Alberta side, we're mainly seeing just rain, but there is the potential for thunderstorm activity and isolated showers right up until about 1 a.m., as you can see here. Even further to the south, closer to the U.S. border, we may even see thunderstorms as late as 1 a.m. as well. Okay, tomorrow morning in Calgary, some sunshine to kick off the day. At least sunny periods. And then in the afternoon, we have the potential for late day thunderstorms. And then Saturday, same type of idea. We may even see a few showers in the morning on Saturday, but more likely later in the day. Key thing to look at with temperatures is we will get closer to normal and back up above that 20 mark, so 22 degrees for Friday and Saturday. Air quality health index tomorrow way more reasonable, moderate, meaning most people can be outdoors and enjoy the outdoors. And then late day thunderstorms possible Saturday, more stable for Sunday.
Okay, I know you don't like the smoke. You don't like its impact on your kids.
Yeah.
And you were cold today.
I know. It's not my favorite day.
Cold?
The good thing about today is that, one, we need some rain, so we got some rain.
Yes.
2, The smoke is improving.
Improving.
Any improvement day is something to look at in a positive light, of course. 15 is the current temperature. We only got to 18 today, and that was short-lived. 20 is normal for this time of year. All right, so we're high on the Air Quality Health Index. Yesterday at this point, we were very high. So we have improved, and we will continue to improve and be at moderate for tomorrow with a high of 22 and chance of late-day thunderstorms. Thunderstorms possible on Saturday as well.
Let's bring in our Danielle Savoni with our first look at the weather. Clearly outside, you can see it. Air quality still an issue, but slightly improving.
Yeah, it's improving. And we talked about this. There was a lot of smoke here. It's going to take some time for it to make its way out. At this time yesterday, we were at a 10 plus, which when you look at the scale, that's as high as it gets, very high risk. And at this point in Calgary, we're at a 6. We're down to moderate at the moment. We will likely go back and forth, moderate to high risk at times, but we should be done with the very high risk. That now is making its way up. So now into Red Deer, they're sitting at 10 plus at the moment. This is going to shift up as we go. It's going to give us moderate air quality to low air quality in southern Alberta for the next couple of days at least. Okay, 16 degrees is the temperature. Yeah, that's our live shot. When we look at those next 24 hours, again, you can see the air quality index slowly improving as we go. Chance of thunderstorms over these next couple hours, basically until 1 a.m., then quiet, and then the chance of thunderstorms is back tomorrow afternoon. Cam?
Okay, we just heard there from, obviously from government officials, that we're going to see these elevated risks throughout the season, which means we're going to see more of that smoke.
Yes, you're right. And sadly, this is our new normal. And we are going to see more air quality statements and warnings in place throughout the summer. We're all dependent on the wind direction as long as the fires are happening. All right, so we are downgraded. At this time yesterday, we were under a air quality warning. Now we're under air quality statements. So basically what you can take from this is things are starting to improve, but they're not quite there yet. We were at a 10 plus yesterday, top of the scale, worse air quality. And now we're down to moderate. It may just be for a moment. We may see a couple waves before tomorrow of that higher level of smoke. So we're at a 6 right now. That's at the top end of the moderate part of this Air Quality Health Index scale. Lethbridge also at a 6. And then Medicine has been ranging between a 5 and a 7. But check out Red Deer, 10 plus right now. So what we're doing is we're pushing that smoke up to the north. So yes, we're going to clear out. We'll be clear for a couple of days. So we're looking at dropping down to the moderate part of the scale for us here in Calgary tomorrow and closer to the U.S. border down to the low end. So yes, definitely improving air quality. Comes at a price though. We have cooler temperatures out there. It's just 18 in Lethbridge, 16 in Calgary, and 17 in Medicine Hat. And we have active weather starting to move in. In fact, we have some thunderstorms just pushing in to the west end of Calgary right now. I'm going to zoom in and show you this. These are non-severe, certainly coming with a big bout of rain, heavy at times. It's a cluster of cells here, and certainly some lightning with this as well. Also, the winds pick up significantly when these roll through. Up to 80, even 90 kilometers per hour is possible. So yes, that's what's on a tap for us for these next couple of hours. Thunderstorms are possible right until about 1 a.m. and then things will quiet down. For tomorrow morning, we'll start off with some sunshine in Calgary, and then we have the potential of thunderstorms once again. Less likely in Calgary, more likely up the Trans-Canada, up the QE2, but we could see it here too. And Saturday, well, we'll have the system develop right over us. Likely we'll escape the rain for the morning hours, but then we'll likely get some thunderstorms later in the day on Saturday. So for the next couple of days, yes, thunderstorms are possible, just like what we're getting right now that's approaching and moving into the west end. 22 degrees though for a temperature tomorrow, so a little warmer and a little above normal. Air quality health index at moderate for much of the day. So that's way better air quality than we had yesterday. And then moderate as well for Saturday or low. Late day thunderstorms possible. We'll hold on to that 22. Cam?
All right, let's kick off our trending, Danielle, where we're tipping our hats to the performers who in their own way know how to put on a show.
Okay. Bravo.
Now, that's how to outshine your classmates.
Okay.
You recognize the song?
Yeah.
Lion King's Hakuna Matata. Here's the interesting thing. The apple does not fall far from the tree, Danielle. The boy's dad here is an American Broadway performer.
Okay.
Eric Peterson.
Makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense. Well, competitive dancing takes a lot of energy, so it's best to fuel up beforehand. She tells it how it is. She's a show
pause
stealer.
the show for a second. I got something more important to talk about.
Yeah,
my belly needs something.
I need some food, Mom, Dad, whoever is here with me cheering me on. But here's the funny thing, she's so unfazed by the actual competitors around her.
Yeah.
And you know what? Maybe she'll win.
She stole the show. There you go.
She did steal the show. Okay, lastly, you have the sports performer who is constantly visualizing their future success. Oh. Not only does she kick the ball into the net twice, but look at her. She's going for her victory lap right there. She can hear.
On the street.
Yes. She can,
I gotta let everyone know.
Can you hear like the goal? The commentators. Yeah, she's just running out there taking her victory lap. One day she's gonna be on the professional pitch.
So cute. Okay, Skywatch weather camera. The winds have picked up. They're out of the right direction to clear smoke out of here. It's already been working on it. So we've gone from a 10 plus at this time yesterday, so the top end of the air quality health index scale, the worst end of the scale, and now we're down to moderate. Now we may fluctuate between moderate and high over this next few hours, but by tomorrow we should be mainly moderate, which is better. 16 is the current temperature. Today's high was just 18 degrees, so a little below normal. And that air quality statement is still in place for much of southern Alberta, although it is starting to end slowly. It'll start to end in the south end first because the air quality is improving from south to north, and we're pushing that smoke right now, unfortunately, into the Red Deer area. We're there at a 10 plus. Okay, we also have lots of activity going on. I'm going to zoom in and show you what's happening here. So it's a cluster of cells right here tracking towards Calgary. Rain already moving in, lightning short behind it. A lot of this lightning is dying out before it makes its way into Calgary, but there is that potential of getting thunderstorm activity over these next couple of hours because this is one cell after another. Headed down Highway 2, this is another cluster of cells that's really likely going to have enough steam to make it over to Highway 2, Nanton High River. Heads up, you may see some of that activity starting within the next 20 minutes or so. All right, tomorrow, thunderstorm activity possible in Golden tomorrow, Edmonton, Red Deer, and then down Highway 2, QE2. There is that possibility. Olds, Coronation. Calgary, it's not saying it on this map, but there is that possibility. High of 22 for tomorrow and 24 for Lethbridge. 26 for Medicine Hat. Temperatures will be in those 20s, as you can see, for the next 3 days at least. Cam?
Before we discovered this place, we were like, we'd open up our own exotic clinic. But since working here, it'd be pretty incredible to come back and work here.
Whether it's their own clinic or coming back here, it's a goal achievable by working together.
When you see those successful surgeries and invasive procedures and things, and you see those animals recovering, it is very rewarding to see.
A shared passion for helping those who need specialized attention. Connor Hogg, CTV News, Edmonton.
Right, one, I know, super cute, super cute. All right, one more look at the weather, Danielle. There's some active weather occurring out there.
The weather's not cute right now. We have thunderstorms that are rolling in. Rain's already in the west end. So it's the price we pay. This is what's going to help clean the skies a little bit, though. Air quality health index right now at moderate, may fluctuate to high once again tonight, but back down to moderate for tomorrow. High of 22 will remain in the 20s for the next 5 days, with the chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon and late day for the next couple of days as well. Okay, weather window brought to you by Lux Windows and Doors, crafting quality windows and doors for your budget, style, and Alberta's climate. And Roy Miller sent this one in. And this owl, cool owl, but also doesn't look so happy, right? Like with the smoke and then the thunderstorms.
Very possibly, but it's really neat to see it outside during the day. Normally, no, they're nocturnal.
Right? He looks kind of angry, though.
Well, you know, it soon will pass. The rain will come, and soon, hopefully, the smoke will pass. So thank you so much to everyone joining us tonight. We'll see you soon.